Thank you to Radalaka Games for the review code. Avenging Spirit was developed by CP Brain and published by Jalico back in 1991. Thanks to Radalaka Games, we're receiving a port on the Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, and Xbox One, and all for the cash money price tag of $5.99. So how does a 30-year-old quarter-munching game hold up to today's standards? Let's take a look at the story first. So Homeboy here is taking a walk with his girlfriend when two thugs pull up and steal his girl and blast him. The dude doesn't make it, but as fate would have it, the girl's father is actually a ghost scientist, a time-honored profession. Coincidentally, the crime syndicate is also researching ghost energy, and they kidnap the girl in an effort to force her father to cooperate with them. He calls upon your aid to rescue his daughter and provide Homeboy the opportunity to get some revengeance for his murder. It's a bare-bones story, but what can you ask for from an old 90s arcade game? Gameplay is very typical of that of a 90s arcade brawler. Avenging Spirit has one big gimmick that everything revolves around. When in ghost mode, the player can control any enemy. For the most part, no bosses. This allows for a wide variety of gameplay. There are about 20 enemies you can control in total. Health, attack, movement speed, and jumping are different between each enemy. Some are great for long range encounters and others are quite slow but will destroy most enemies in one attack. There are also 3 heading keys throughout the game. There's a key in stage 2, 5, and 6, and if the player collects all 3 of them, then the girlfriend can be saved and she won't be caught in a massive explosion in the ending. Playing as her also makes the last boss extremely trivial, very easy. The 3 keys aren't super hidden, and a little exploration is everything the player needs to find them. Radalaka also added a few things to this release, so it's not just a bare bones port. When booting up the game, you'll be first asked to pick the USA or the Japanese ROM. I don't know enough about this game to know the differences between those versions, so if you know, feel free to let me know. I've never played Avenging Spirit before this. You can also pick between the streamlined console version, which is only one player, or the arcade version, which allows more customization of the game and is 2 players. You can activate some dip switches here, and for those of you who don't know, that affects difficulty, quarters, enemies, maybe how many points you need for an extra life. So if you want more customization, that's the way to go. There are also some few video options here. Video can also be changed to mimic that of a CRT monitor and give it more of a retro feel. I use scanlines, as you can see to the gameplay footage. Doesn't look the best when replaying it back, but I like it on my TV. I use the Razor option to give it more of a sharper image. There's also a Trinicurve option if you're a fan of that as well. There are plenty of options, so feel free to mess around and see what you like best and gives you the best visual fidelity. Avenging Spirit is a fun game, but like most 90s games, once you play it once all the way through, you've seen all it has to offer. You'll know whether you like it or not, whether your first few minutes of playing it. I guess you can go back and play as enemies you didn't have a chance to get to, or you can collect any keys that you may have been missed. It's a fun game, and its unique mechanics should be experienced at least once, especially at the extremely reasonable price of $5.99. You really aren't losing at that price. Players should definitely try Avenging Spirit once. Who knows, you may have even discovered something you like and lost to history. And like I said, this is the first time I've played Avenging Spirit. First time, it's okay, but like I said, I wouldn't run through it again. The mechanics are fun, but not deep enough for me to actually get into it and learn it. Hey homie, if you've stayed all the way to the end of the video, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you've enjoyed the review, please leave a like and consider subscribing for more retro goodness. These videos do take some work, especially when I'm doing everything, so anything that you can do to help out, I greatly appreciate it. Please feel free which game you would like me to take a look at, whether it be a no damage Voss video or me take a quick overlook video on it. I support everything, and thanks again guys for viewing the whole video. See you in the next one. Have a super day.